Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Mindy. I'm a homeschooling mom to 4 kids. Today it's box day at my house. So let's start unboxing. So part of this curriculum here is for the upcoming 2024-2025 homeschooling year. And this box in particular is going to be for my up and coming 2nd grader and kindergartner. I will also next year have a 9th grader, but nothing in this box is for him. So be on the lookout for that video. I still have more curriculum coming in, but let's dive into this. Okay, so if you have been following my channel for any length of time, you know that for my younger 2 girls, I use mostly The Good and the Beautiful as our core curriculum. I do use other things as well. I'll get into that in another video, but so this box here is from The Good and the Beautiful. All right. So one of the very first things that I have is the Math 2 math box. And this is the older version. I purchased all of this curriculum when The Good and the Beautiful was having their early bird sale and everything was 15% off. I was all about saving money this year. So this is their old math box. Has the clock on the outside, the wooden box. A lot of the newer boxes are like cardboard and plastic. I'm pretty sure I watched a video on it, but there's lots of other YouTubers out there where you can see the newer boxes. So in this box are these are metal airplanes, some play money, play coins, and then some fraction die, it looks like, dice. And then some other little, these are wooden little pieces here, game pieces that will be used throughout the course book. So like I said, I was all about saving money with The Good and the Beautiful this year, primarily because my 9th graders curriculum costs a fortune, a small fortune. And so we've really had to kind of budget for that and plan for that. And as he is going into those high school years, the curriculum gets much more expensive. And if you didn't know, The Good and the Beautiful offers free curriculum. So if you go to their webpage, you'll see that for language arts for K through 8th grade, they offer free PDFs. And then for their math curriculum for K through 7th grade, they are also offering free PDFs. And so with things that I already had, I saved $251. And I am like such a nerd, like this is what I created here. So it just makes me feel better when I know that I'm saving a lot of money. So anyway, the first thing I showed you was the math box. So what I've started doing is printing off the PDFs. So this is the 2nd grade PDF. And so I have an Epson Eco Tank. And so the color is not going to be as beautiful as it is in the books, but it has saved us $250, whatever it was, dollars. So as you can see, I started printing this, and it's still really good quality. But of course you're gonna get the best quality if you just order the book itself. So here is the PDF for grade 2 math, and I just ordered the math box. All right, going along with my 2nd grader, I ordered her the level 2 handwriting book, and this handwriting book, the handwriting gets so much smaller than what is in the 1st grade book. Let me show you side by side really quick. So as I'm flipping through this grade 2 handwriting book, I'm noticing that the print is getting smaller, which of course their fine motor skills are, developing a little bit better at this age, but look at this side by side. The green is the 1st grade. What else do I have in here for my up and coming 2nd grader? Okay, let me grab all of this. Okay, so we are going to be doing The Good and the Beautiful's language arts, and I have printed the majority of the PDF of the language arts book So as you can see, I just hole punched it. I know that some people like to bind theirs, but my Epson printer does not print double-sided. So unfortunately, I have to print one page at a time. And people might think that that wastes a lot of paper, but honestly, you're buying the book and it's still on paper. It's just double-sided. So anyway, as you can see, this was printed from my Epson. So the color here looks really awesome. So yeah, and if you believe it or not, I still have tons of printing to do. I think I have to print like 2 more units, and this is already like super full here in this binder. So here is the 2nd grade language arts course book. So I did need to purchase the Reading C booster cards that go along with the level 2 course book. And this is the last of the booster cards, I believe, for grade 2. I don't know if they have them in grade 3. Somebody let me know down in the comments below. Do they have them for grade 3? So here are the booster books, or booster cards. Booster cards. What I'm going to show you next is the booster books. So there are 2 booster books, and they are not like the previous booster books. Let me show you those real quick. So the booster books for 1st grade that we are currently doing are these ones here, and they are 20 little books like this. The booster books for 2nd grade are actually chapter books, and there are 2 of them. So these here, Molly and the Falcon and Wesley and the Wolves. And so what I understand about these, oh yes, they're chapters. So in Wesley and the Wolves, there are 10 chapters. And then in Molly and the Falcon, there are 14 chapters. And again, both of them go along with the concepts that are being taught in the program. So here's the table of contents for Molly and the Falcon. And then for Wesley and the Wolves. And then the way that this works is that there is a student read section and then a teacher read section. So the student isn't expected to read the entire chapter. So as you can see here, there's a student part where the student will read, and then this is what the teacher will read. And then it does it on the next page as well. And both of the books are like this in their entirety. Let's move on to my kindergartner. I did get for her this handwriting book. She is currently doing one of the doodle books. It's the purple one. They have a purple and blue one that are like doodle pages, which are things like tracing spirals and hearts and lines and zigzags and things like that. The kindergarten book, my other older daughter did this one a couple years ago, and it is letter tracing and number tracing and things like that. So it's really moving into the letters and numbers, which I loved. So I picked this up for her, and she is going to be super excited to start doing more with letters and numbers. She does love the zigzag ones still, but she will be excited to move on to this. And then also I printed this off for her. This is not a free PDF. You actually have to pay for this, or you can get a printed copy of it. I did have this for my older daughter already, so I kind of considered that free because I already had paid for it once, and then I just printed it off for my other daughter who will be starting kindergarten. So we will probably start working on this as soon as she is done with her preschool book. And then for my kindergarten daughter also, I started printing off Level K's course book, and I'm not even done printing it all off yet. This is maybe like 1 or 2 units, but here is this book here. And I already own the booster cards. So my older daughter has already worked through these booster cards here. And as you can see, the stickers, they're already used up, and my daughter did that. So what I did was I went through the book, and at the review parts, I just kind of erased the maze that my daughter did. These are done in pen, so we're gonna have to figure out like a marker system or something. But what I did was I went to the Dollar Tree and I picked up these stickers so that when she completes a card, she can just put one of these stickers on here instead. And then also for kindergarten, I already had the booster books, so of course we are going to be using those. They're still in really good shape, so I did not need to purchase those again. For kindergarten math, I have not yet started printing the PDF for math, but I do have the old school wooden kindergarten math box. Has been very well loved. You can see that one of our cars is missing the steering wheel, but we still have all the other pieces in there. So this will be used for my kindergartner for math. Okay, the last thing that I have in this box are 2 brand new science curriculums. So let's see here. Oh, wow. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show you, these are the Little Hearts and Hands book, and this one is Sparks and Stars. We are currently this year doing Fields and Flowers, which was their very first science curriculum. So I was super excited when I saw this one come out. The girls have really enjoyed the Fields and Flowers program, and so when I saw the Sparks and Stars come out, and then also the other one that I'm going to show you in just a minute, I was really excited because I have tried to do like science experiments with them in the past, and it's always kind of a nightmare, especially when you have a toddler or a baby. You know, there's a lot of prep work with science experiments, and it can get super messy and just very time consuming. And when I am teaching 3 grade levels, I really don't have time for science experiments. So what is in these books here and this curriculum here is very manageable for us. So let me show you the table of contents for this book here. So there is this, the teacher guide or the parent guide. And then there is the big book of stories that comes with it. And the pictures, like always with The Good and the Beautiful, are super beautiful. And what I understand about this book is that they have a different illustrator for every story. So that is pretty cool because there are different styles to the illustrator's work here. And the other science curriculum that I picked up was Wind and Waves. I was also very excited when this came out. I did not get it right away when it came out. I waited because I knew I wanted to use it when my daughter was a little bit older in 2nd grade so that she could grasp some of these concepts and have a better, thorough understanding of them. So in Wind and Waves, here's what the table of contents looks like. So again, this is the parent guide, and this one also comes with the big book of stories, nice and thick. And again, in this book here, there is a different illustrator for every story. And the pictures are just so beautiful and gorgeous. I love them. All right, guys, that about wraps it up for this unboxing. That was pretty mini considering what I usually get for my kids. But make sure you are on the lookout because I do still have more curriculum that I need to order for my kindergartner and my 2nd grader, but I will be having a huge, massive unboxing for my 9th grader because there is so much curriculum that he needs for the high school years. So I hope you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one.